You can walk across a factory floor and hear the machines humming perfectly. Production is moving, orders are shipping. But deep inside the assembly line, a microscopic fracture is slowly starting to form in a hidden gear. By the time a customer notices a defect or an external inspector flags a compliance violation, the damage is already done. The only reliable way to catch those operational fractures early is to build your own internal quality audit team. We are walking through the process of selecting, training, and deploying this internal unit, allowing you to resolve errors before they scale, while keeping departmental tensions low. To begin, you'll need two crucial items on hand: your current organizational chart and a definitive target quality framework, such as the ISO 9000 standard. Establishing this team moves a company from reactive damage control to proactive management of its own systems. Step 1 is establishing leadership. You must appoint a management representative, or Daijianlangdao, to serve as the architect of the quality system. This leader acts as the ultimate client for the entire audit process. They hold the authority to set the schedule, determine the scope, and define the specific goals the rest of the team will measure against. Step 2 is selecting the team itself. You pull these auditors directly from your existing roster of managers, supervisors, or trusted external consultants. But there is one absolute rule you must follow during selection. An employee can never be allowed to audit their own department. Human psychology makes it nearly impossible to spot our own flaws. An assembly manager is too close to their daily workflow to objectively see a missing safety check. The solution is the cross-pollination method. You intentionally assign departments to investigate each other. Your human resources team steps in to audit production. Then, production goes over to audit sales. True accuracy requires strict structural independence. You cannot allow anyone to grade their own homework. Step 3 is targeted training. Before sending this new cross-functional team into the field, you must equip them with the specific standards they are measuring against. Every auditor must master one core concept, the nonconformity, or Diem Kom Fu Hup. Grasping this concept requires a cultural shift. A nonconformity is strictly a deviation from a stated requirement. It is a mechanical observation, not a personal attack or a hunt for a scapegoat. The official standard defines a nonconformity as the failure to fulfill a specified requirement within the quality system. The auditors must distinguish between two levels of severity: major nonconformities, which indicate critical systemic failures, and minor nonconformities, which represent isolated lapses in execution. This exercise box shows how these deviations appear in daily operations, like missing specific targets for customer satisfaction or exceeding acceptable machine downtime limits. By teaching your team this precise, neutral vocabulary, you transform them into objective process mechanics rather than corporate police. Step 4 is execution. You deploy your newly trained, cross-functional team into their assigned departments. Their task in the field is straightforward. They observe the actual work happening on the floor and compare it directly against the predetermined quality goals. Step 5 is evaluate and refine. To maintain the integrity of the system, the management representative must audit the auditors. Not everyone succeeds in this role. Some employees lack the necessary analytical rigor, or they possess the wrong temperament for delivering feedback. You measure the team against strict metrics. Are they detecting errors on time? Are they using resources efficiently? And can they communicate issues without triggering defensive reactions from their colleagues? If individuals score poorly on efficiency or communication, you rotate them out. You continue refining the roster until you crystallize an elite, permanent internal unit. The internal audit team operates as a living organism. It requires continuous monitoring and pruning to operate at peak effectiveness. If you follow these 5 steps, your business now possesses a trained, objective, cross-functional team actively finding and fixing broken processes. This level of operational rigor is the mandatory prerequisite for surviving a third-party audit and securing official international certification. This pyramid diagram maps out the global hierarchy of quality assurance. Building an airtight internal system at the base is the only way external certification bodies like BVQI can confidently validate your operations. Your first action is clear. Pull up your organizational chart today and select the first 3 candidates for your cross-departmental team. Setting up an internal audit doesn't stop at checking boxes for a certificate. It forces every department to look beyond its own silo, creating a system that identifies its own flaws before they become failures.